Can you hear me okay?
If the button's up, yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
When the social worker first came to our house for the second parent adoption home visit, we were very nervous. We had planned for years to have our child Oscar, first working with a known donor for over a year, before switching to an anonymous donor from a sperm bank and working with a fertility clinic before we were finally able to conceive. Suffice to say that our child was very much planned and wanted. As two professors, we were also the types of parents who were over-prepared. We read everything we could get our hands on before and after the baby arrived and researched nearly every decision we made about how to parent our child. Despite this, having a social worker in our home was nerve-wracking. What if they found some reason to take our child away from us? Even though we believed we were good parents and knew we were in a place of privilege as two well-educated, financially stable white parents, we were still a same-sex couple and wondered if, in a world in which the prevailing belief was that the ideal parents were a mom and a dad, that there was a chance that the social worker might deem two women not good enough to be parents. It's clearly bedtime.
You're tuned right in, aren't you? Go ahead.
We felt incredibly vulnerable during that home visit, and also taken aback when the social worker asked us to describe our marriage. How is this relevant to our ability to parent our child? The home visit was just one part of the second parent adoption process, which at times felt not only unnecessary since we were both on our child's birth certificate, but also felt like it violated our privacy, particularly when my wife was asked to answer personal questions about her upbringing, as she talked about, have a physical exam, get fingerprinted, and submit letters of reference attesting to her ability to parent. Other parts of the second parent adoption process also felt unnecessary, such as putting an ad in the paper for our anonymous donor, who didn't know about our existence precisely because he was an anonymous donor. Through the whole process...
That's real, isn't it?
Through the whole process, we kept returning to the experiences of our friends in Boston, other two-mom families who went through a very different second parent adoption process. One in which the home visit was waived and the paperwork was simple enough that some of our friends filed it themselves without needing a lawyer. More and more same-sex parents are having children and will be needing second parent adoptions to fully protect their families. This process needs to be streamlined in Rhode Island so there's not an undue burden on families like ours.